And now it's time for This Is Ridiculous. Fasten your seatbelts because we will take you for a ride. In the middle, it is the new beast from the east, Pumps. To my right, the man who fans the flames of hate, the man with the helmet you cannot beat no matter how hard you try, Dr. Chizzaro. And to our left, it's Capital P, the man who knows more about busting ghosts than pleasing women.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show.
What up?
Woo! Pumps in the middle.
You know it.
Me to the side.
Left.
All right, but if you're looking at my eyes...
Oh no, stop it.
All right, we're already losing viewers.
Okay,
Let's go.
hold on. No, greatest piece of information first. Just
Yes.
get this out of the way.
Yes.
This show is only going to be 6 minutes long.
17.
What are we
Well,
doing?
What?
This last show was too long, so
Yeah.
we'll make this one
It was.
6.
All
Please
right.
stay with us. There's
Please
cake.
pick a winner.
There's cake at the end.
Okay,
Cake's a
well,
lie.
fine. Let's
Oh.
go. We're going to get the ball rolling.
All right,
Quick.
here we go.
All right.
And this is big.
It's huge.
Really big. This is actually important.
This is important.
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
For the people that know me, but don't know me as Pumps, I'm going to have my two friends here, Dr. Chizzaro and Capital P, explain it to you.
Don't ever call me your friend again.
Okay.
I'll be your friend.
That
All
is-
right.
You got a
Well,
friend. You got a friend in me.
You're a liar. You're
right.
a liar.
come on with it.
That's
I'm
it.
paying Phil.
What?
I'm paying you to be his friend.
I want to be his friend.
That's stupid.
No.
Look,
No.
you started coming here and
I was like, dude, check out his shoes.
yeah, and I was like, whoa, are those Jordans?
Like,
And
no, sir.
Those are Reebok Pumps.
pumps.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so
They were beautiful pumps, by the way.
like you came in, you cracked a joke. I was like, man, it's kind of an okay joke. I giggled once,
I
maybe.
didn't. I
Maybe.
didn't, but you know.
Yeah,
You tried like 9 other jokes, which I didn't laugh at. but
Right.
that's true.
You had the one,
I
so
had
you're
the
ahead
one.
of the rest of the pack.
It was a strong start.
It was good.
Right. And so then the next week, we were slow, kind of. I was like, man, where's that guy with the shoes?
The pumps.
Yeah, the guy with the pumps.
That was it.
And
That was
then
it.
you walked in, and I was like, pumps, or maybe,
I think
Capital P
I
was
think we
like,
both kind of said at the same time, maybe, but
pumps.
And the legend was born.
That
I
was
think
it.
Capital P actually said, those are pumps.
yeah,
And
pretty
there you
much,
go.
and that's it.
Yeah, I thought maybe for a second those are those like knockoff
Those are the
generic
real deal,
pumps,
dude.
but
The
turned out
basketball
they were for
fronts.
real 1998
Oh no.
pump.
We don't wear generic shoes.
No,
No,
he definitely
we
doesn't.
don't do
No generic over here.
No,
All right.
over here.
Thus, Pumps was born.
The
That's right.
legend.
The Legend of Voltron.
Well,
All right.
better than that though is how I became Dr. Chizzaro though.
Oh gosh.
Do we have time for that story?
No.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna do a 6-minute show, then probably not.
All right. We'll table that for next week if there's consumer demand.
All right. Well, it is a villainous name though.
That's true.
It's very.
And it is the
very-
villain that's dealing for all of the people who do not speak in a southern accent.
I thought it was Dylan. Like Bob. But
Yeah, I
it's
did
not.
too. Apparently
Why
we
is it gotta
were.
be Bob? Why not Matt? If I'm gonna be a
Whatever.
Dylan, I'm gonna be Matt.
Okay, but
All right.
I'm gonna
how
stop
about the blackjack
clicking my
guy?
pen.
Whatever.
All right.
Oh wait. Oh, shout out.
Yes.
Let's want to go ahead. Everybody want to get those out of the way? 'Cause
Go.
I have a few during the show, but this seems to be a new trending topic we're going to do.
Oh.
Or not topic, but thing.
We are trending.
Yeah, we are.
With
Hashtag.
200 people. Us and
Hashtag
direct insurance.
really?
I'd like to give a shout out to me
Okay. Why is that?
Yeah.
because I'm Dr. Chizzaro.
Fair enough. I expect
and
nothing
I wield
less.
the helmet of power.
Oh,
Back
that
to the
stupid
helmet.
No!
That was loud.
That was very
That was-
loud. Very
Okay, all right, let's go.
So we got shouts to Chizzaro.
Yep.
Any Capital P? Any
Give a
shouts?
shout out to my boy Phil Will. FEELWILL #1. Look him up on YouTube.
No, we're not giving another.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Pumps, who you got?
Check him out.
Nope, don't.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
I got
No
nothing.
shouts out. He's done
That's
shouted
a
out from
first.
last week.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
still
first.
hanging out. All right. We're going to jump right into it here.
Do it.
This is my second chance. I've abstained from the second chance last week, but this needs to be said.
What is it,
For
man?
2 weeks, I have been painted as the Ant-Man fanboy,
He does love
and I'm putting this out there. I don't give a damn about Ant-Man. All right? I think he could have worked in the movie. That's it. I like Wonder Man. That's right, Wonder Man.
Not Wonder Boy.
Not Wonder Boy.
You for real?
I like Wonder Man.
You're saying that with a straight face, and it's confusing me.
Very straight. Wonder Man.
Wow.
Love him.
You mean the Amazonian Wonder Man?
What?
That's Wonder Woman.
That's Wonder
I never
Woman.
even heard of Wonder Man.
I don't know who Wonder Man is either.
Yes.
What does he do?
He does lots of stuff.
Like?
He was created by Baron Zemo. He has super
Who?
strength. Oh.
That's new.
Anyway,
That's
super strength.
Oh, look at me, I got muscles.
Oh, my knees. Anyway, he has.
Way different than that, man.
Yeah.
Can I continue? Or okay.
No,
Anyway,
can we just go
he
to
has
the real
strength,
topic?
invulnerability, and possible immortality. And now in the newer versions, he can fly. And he had some pretty kick-A battles with the Vision over your girl, Scarlet Witch.
She's not my girl. She's only responsible for hacking up Ant-Man.
She's responsible for
Giant
looking
Man,
nice.
Goliath.
She's responsible.
No,
What? Bumblebee, Yellow Jacket. What does he call himself?
we're not doing Ant-Man anymore.
Avengers, assemble!
All right.
They're assembled.
And I'd just like to point out
And
that when we go
disassemble.
off notes, I get trolled. So there's that.
Hard.
Look forward to that in the
Trolled
show.
hard.
The troll.
Anybody? Second chance?
No,
That's mine.
I'm glad yours is over.
Ant-Man is not my favorite. Wonder Man. Simon Williams.
Too late.
I like you, Simon, a lot.
Whatever. That's like us calling you Air, like Nike Airs now. It's too late. You're
It's too
pumps.
Yeah,
Just like you are the Wasp or Ant-Man fan.
I'm not. But anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Will we go ahead?
Biggest topic. Okay, it was announced. DC Comics is going to retail or relaunch.
Relaunch.
As part of the new 52 initiative that they're doing, where they're restructuring continuity to bring in new readers and things like that.
and
yes.
whatnot. And
It's a big one.
they're going to make an A-list character,
Okay.
not a B-list. A major player
A major. Right.
is going to come out of the closet, if you will. So, will it work? And who's it going to be? Who's your pick? Also,
Well, I think we've established who it's
yeah,
going to
we
be.
think we know who it is.
Spoilers are out there, people.
there's
I mean,
definitely a big rumor mill
Yeah.
leaning one direction,
yeah.
and that's
That is Alan
Alan
Scott,
Scott.
Earth 2's Green Lantern.
and what's his weakness?
Oh, you're really going to make me do this?
This is for real.
Yeah.
His real weakness.
The character that they are about to make a homosexual is weak against wood. Let that sit in for a minute. He's
For real.
Oh.
weak against wood.
That just happened.
Internet, start your
Wow.
jokes now.
That just happened.
That's for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is ridiculous.
And
is
somehow,
ridiculous.
the Rydell Helmet of Power is weak.
We hate
Yeah,
that.
we're not
Only
doing
it's
that
the
right.
most
Done with the
powerful
helmet?
thing ever.
Ah!
All right, so
My guess is still Aquaman. He's just big
He's
enough that
got
he
a-
keeps making the Justice League team.
he's got a wife and a baby. though.
Yeah, you can write that baby off. Heck, DC made Superman a half father. He's like, didn't even know he had a kid.
In the movies.
Yeah, that crappy movie.
Well, this is
count.
comics.
That
You
doesn't
can no,
count.
no.
Movies and
Comics.
comics are
This is
different.
comics.
I'm
Done.
gonna say it should be the Joker.
No, because that dynamic with Harley Quinn is you can't mess with
Well,
that.
I heard this one today, and I thought this one was a good one because you can actually rethink all of Superman's stories with this.
Oh, I know you're going with.
Lex Luthor.
That could be totally twisted too.
Could be.
That
yeah.
could be really good.
It could be.
And maybe he wanted Superman,
It could be
dead,
really good.
not because
he
he was
loved
mad
him.
about the powers, but because he couldn't have it.
That's
Oh,
true.
And Lois Lane kept getting in the way.
She was,
That is true.
That could be a
There's a lot of
interesting
storylines
idea there.
There is. But I mean, do you think it's a cheap publicity grab, or do you really think this is an avenue for sort of kids that are struggling with their own sexuality to have someone to identify with?
I don't know.
What-
That's a fine line, buddy.
I
I'm going
understand
cheap.
You think it's? I do too.
I think
It's all in the
they would have
news.
done it back in October, November, any other time other than Avengers. Everything right now is Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel is
Everything.
the headline grabber.
And they have Batman coming, but I think really they're trying to divert you from buying a Marvel comic any way they can.
Well, Marvel is on fire right now with Avengers versus X-Men. I
Yeah.
mean, that book is, you can't find that book right now.
I mean, we got to think though. Right now, gay marriage is a huge thing in the news now too. So
It
why
is,
not?
and election season's
Did you
coming.
say me gotta think?
Well, I don't think I said that.
I
but-
thought you said it. We're gonna listen to that again.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
I
Well,
don't-
that's, yeah. But anyway,
What?
election season's coming, so this will be a hot topic. But
well,
I hope
Excuse
I hope it's not a cheap publicity grab, but if it is Green Lantern, Earth 2 Green Lantern,
Dude,
not
man, who cares?
or Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern.
well, okay. Again, comics and movies, two different things.
you can't separate the line, man. The helmet's
It's
got him
life.
confused.
It's life.
the helmet.
It's life imitating art.
Look, Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern was so bad. I mean, it really doesn't matter what they do to that character.
But it's a different.
It's a different character,
guy.
though.
No, not to me.
Well,
No.
that's why
You're
get
trying
it.
to tell me to separate reality with virtual reality.
I am not.
Wait, it's not virtual reality either.
It's
Pages and the.
well, at any rate,
It's so confusing.
yeah.
Ah,
So-
well. Sorry, so I got Aquaman. Now, last week you were saying Flash.
I think Flash was just the first name that sprung to mind. I mean,
he's not even really out there anyway.
Because he's
true.
the fastest.
I mean, full disclosure, I was not brought up reading DC Comics. I mean, I had a knowledge of them, but I mean, Marvel is more my wheelhouse. And in the Marvel universe, I can remember growing up reading comics in the 90s, and you had, he was part of Alpha Flight. His name's not Quicksilver, but North Star. That's his name. His name's North Star.
Yeah.
It was him and his sister. They had to hold hands to use their powers, and I mean, he was out there and gay in the early 90s.
Yeah. Plus, you had Batwoman, 2006, when they relaunched her comic books. She came out as lesbian.
Oh yeah, I think that might have been another Earth 2 dealie. It might have been. I don't know. I'm not, like I say, I'm not super up on my DC.
Well, let me tell you what I'm up on. It sounded clever to somebody that, Human Torch, would be the one who comes out of the closet, and he'd say, "Flame on!" But he's not DC.
No, he's Marvel.
But that was good.
I thought we already did shout-outs.
All right. Okay. All right, my bad.
So, any sort of closing thoughts on this topic? I mean,
Aquaman,
Capital P?
I'm going to say, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you do?
Wonder Woman.
Well,
she is Amazonian, and they only get up with men to,
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. So they can reproduce.
I give them a lot of credit for making it a man. Because the easy thing is, oh, it's a hot chick. Well, that's okay. So I give them credit for making it a man. If it is Green Lantern. If it's not Green Lantern, then the last 10 minutes of our conversation have been useless. But
this hasn't been 10 minutes because this is going to be a 6-minute show.
We're already at 11 minutes and 10 seconds.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, get right on it,
So right now we got Alan Scott.
Alan Scott.
Weakness is wood.
Weakness.
That's our
pressurized.
They could have
guy. You think they'll hear this podcast and be like, "Whoa, guys, we did not think this through."
I think they did. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Kids want to say that's wood.
You think those guys who do DC Comics know what they're doing, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right.
They do all right for themselves.
All right.
They do better than me, that's for sure.
Well, let me tell you, that superhero with the Rydell helmet is not coming out of the closet.
He's not coming out?
Ever.
Closet's in his helmet.
He's just going to stay
in the always in it.
He's just going to stay in that closet.
With my girlfriend.
Oh, yep.
Goodness.
Whatever you got to tell yourself to sleep at night.
Hey, topic number 3-ish?
Sure.
3-ish.
All right. Well,
how much time we got?
We're at 12 minutes and 3 seconds.
Okay, well, we've missed our target.
By double.
So I guess you're in it for the long haul if you're in by now.
No, we need to cut it off. We're done.
No.
Let's not do this.
All right, fine. Next topic.
Okay.
Phil, now you better at that.
Next topic.
There you go.
I don't want to take that from you.
That's my line.
That
man.
is your line.
You talk a lot, but I don't have much. I don't know about comics and all this, but I got that.
Also, somehow, out of this trio, I've been labeled as like a villain.
He's the heel.
The
he is
villain.
the heel of the show.
He is.
How?
Because she's got a comment for it all.
You do.
Because I have a comment for it all makes me a bad guy?
Not necessarily a bad guy, just
That I fan the flames of hate?
I've heard someone say that.
I have too.
That's a great voiceover guy, whoever that is, by the way.
I don't like my intro too much, but whatever. I mean,
well,
it is true. And what can I say? It's true.
He says this sitting next to a 2-liter of Diet Mountain Dew with a Slimer on top of it.
It's a Slimer puppet, not the real Slimer.
A hand puppet.
I couldn't get him to come.
Oh my god.
That's a collectible.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So
Okay.
you want to get into the? Want to get into the dance? You want to do the dance?
Yeah, we want to do the dance, but I'm not the villain.
You labeled yourself last
You're
show
the villain
as the villain that's dealing.
Dylan.
It's not cool when it's dealing.
Well,
I
stand.
I don't
I'm
speak
the villain that's Dylan.
with a southern accent. So, shouts to Rhode Island. There you go. Big plug for the 401.
Yeah, it's about to be Civil War all up in here.
Oh,
We got number 2-1, Rhode Island.
boy.
Well,
2-1, boy.
actually, someone told me a funny joke. He said, the difference between a Yankee and a damn Yankee. He said, a Yankee comes down here, a damn Yankee comes down here and stays.
By the way, happy Memorial Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day,
Yes.
folks.
Thank you for your service, veterans.
Yes,
That
sir.
are dead.
Yes.
Well, what about live veterans?
Well, you too, but this is.
I think we should have a moment of silence.
What?
Dead air.
There we go.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
The shitty fives continue.
That's a foul.
Time out.
Time out.
Me and Phil got the show from now on. We got topics. Next topic.
Next topic. 14 minutes in. Bleep that out.
Okay, you come out of timeout.
All right.
Okay,
But
buddy.
don't do that again.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Direct.
Gracious.
2 weeks in a row. I'm
Two in
fired.
a row.
Seriously, I'm not lying. We can do this without you right now.
I know.
We just did it for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, three-way dance.
Three-way dance.
Let's go.
I think you should start it out.
Yeah.
Go for it, Pumps.
All right.
As always, in the middle,
is
Pumps,
Pumps.
your
Number one.
leadoff batter.
Your leadoff batter. Hopefully, I don't strike out with this pick from Capital P's favorite cartoon ever, The Ghostbusters.
Oh no! I don't want no.
Primeval.
Oh! Why don't you tell us why Primeval? would win?
Primeval is pretty bad. He's draped in robes.
His
He
hair.
has electronic bolts,
Mm-hmm.
sort of in the vein of Skeletor with the skeleton face.
Yeah.
Never really seen his legs. Flies around. Let's see. Energy bolts. He's actually a wizard. I don't know if I had mentioned that before.
Sounds like he's got a few powers.
He's got some powers, and he has minions. Some
Like
pretty
almost he
nifty.
would do some real Ghostbuster kicking butt.
I don't even
Pretty
care about
nifty
him. So I'm gonna
minions.
whip him with my guy.
All
It
right,
don't matter.
well,
It don't matter.
You know.
All right,
You
let's
could
hear
pick
your
a
guy.
real person. But,
And
you
he
know.
can, if you're familiar with the best Ghostbusting show ever, Ghostbusters, he plays the pipe organ. So there's that.
Nice plug.
Yeah.
That's good.
pipe organ.
We're gonna
The
come
pipe
back to
organ.
and give you a chance to re-argue why you think
Okay.
your guy would
Retort.
win. Because I think if you go first, you
Yeah.
should have a chance to redeem your character. Because what if Capital P thinks of another guy that's
I've got a guy that's even better than that.
probably not.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm gonna go ahead and spit it out.
Let's hear it.
We'll go with the Hound Burglar.
Oh dear, that is pretty strong.
Oh yeah, he's got burgers.
He's got burgers.
He does.
He's
He's got
a-
a sweet hat.
And
He's got a red cape.
He's got a. Was the mask red or was the mask black? I can't remember.
It was just his face, kind of. It was weird looking. And the red
And
cape and the outfit.
What's his offense?
He's got burgers.
He
can
throws
he can throw
High
the burgers.
cholesterol.
Yeah, you throw him at him, put him in the middle of the ring, and then y'all go for the burgers, and then he just steals them back.
So basically,
Makes him
winning
mad,
by
and then-
causing diabetes is his.
Heart
gonna be-
attacks.
it's gonna be a
poison,
long
poison,
three-way dance.
poison burgers.
Ooh,
But if it's
that's
like
good.
just a fight and they're all in the ring, how do you not know they just ate right before
He's
they got in the
sneaky.
ring?
He's gonna run away a lot.
How can you sneak a
You're trying to tell me
hamburger
you're going to
down?
pass up a freaking burger? Come on, you're going to
I
eat that.
probably couldn't pass up a free burger.
No, nobody's going to pass up a free burger, especially if they're so delicious.
I definitely would if it was somebody as creepy as the Hamburglar.
He's
stole-
sneaky. He's sneaky. You don't even see him coming.
But he steals burgers. He doesn't give them away.
He's giving them to you and then taking them back.
That makes no sense. So he would poison a burger, give
Yeah.
it to you, and take it back and poison himself.
He's got to get rid of the evidence. He's got to get rid of the evidence.
But he would be dead from his own poison.
He's not going to eat them. He steals them. He don't eat them.
I have no understanding of how he is battle worthy.
He's the Hamburglar. You don't ask questions.
Wow.
What do you got then?
Well, let me tell you what I got.
Dr. Helmet.
And I don't want to hear about, hey, you can only have one pick.
Oh
Because
God.
I actually had several picks.
How could you? Oh, you changed the rules once again. How's it go, man?
And we'll have to consult the referees.
Okay.
But
Okay.
right now my pick is Wonder Twins.
Okay.
What do you think? I think that's a one pick.
Wonder Twins from the cartoon. Wonder Twins from the weird.
Well,
what?
seeing what the challenges are right now, I think either of them would be.
I'll tell you what.
Sufficient.
I will let you enter both of them if you can tell me their names.
There's
Because old Dr. Chizzaro is not.
Jan,
He's a Google. Oh, this looks good.
He is a wiki expert.
Jan, and
Jabba Shabba. Use your
Wonder
wiki on-
Twin powers activate. I remember that.
Mm.
And there was really crappy cartoon on Cartoon Network or no USA Express or something.
Oh, USA Express.
Yeah.
Remember they had the Pac-Man cartoon?
Oh, it's
Barbara.
I think
terrible.
it was the Beans.
Oh man.
And they had Conan.
I really don't feel great about that
So
pick.
what are
My
the-
real pick was going to be Capital P. I wanted to stick him in the ring to make sure he got destroyed.
But if I'm destroyed, then
looking
your,
at-
your tech guy is going to be gone. Then this won't get uploaded right.
But just
and it'll
looking
be
at
all messed
the
up.
challenges, I think Capital P might be able to be victorious.
He could take the hamburger.
I don't know if
right?
y'all noticed, but Capital P has a mean drop kick. From
I
the,
don't
He does
know
have
that.
it. I do know
A lot
that.
of people have seen that.
And a sweet tropical thunder shirt.
And he dances.
Really good.
You know?
And when he his feet
They
sound like
squeak,
they're kissing.
So how many picks are you entering here?
He's got me.
No, because you'll win.
I don't
I'm
know how
not
to
being
win.
Primeval.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
a wizard
Don't matter.
with
Capital
robes
P,
and a pipe organ.
Capital
and
P
minions.
doesn't care about Ghostbusters, especially that guy. I mean,
Well,
he likes
you-
Ghostbusters.
I'd like to stop
I meant
that. Rewind
guy.
it.
Primeval guy. He don't even care about that.
Capital
That
P
doesn't
does
count.
not care about
No,
Ghostbusters,
no.
is what I just heard.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to
Well,
say that.
I'm sticking with my pick.
Sticking with the Wonder
Wonder
Twins.
Twins.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
How
sticking
do
with
you beat him?
I'm sticking with the Wizard. The Wizard with his energy bolts.
He does have energy bolts, but what if they just turned into water?
Then he would trap them.
What if this is the
What if they turned into nitrogen?
They never turned into nitrogen.
Well, they're capable of it.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I wikied it.
Oh yeah?
and
But you
I
didn't write down
did.
their names?
You got, you got the names heavy shit.
It's Jan and Simon.
Friday, Jai.
6 syllables. Sana hama hana kena hana puda.
It's like Sim's language. Friday, Jai.
That's how I found that.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Anyway, so we got the Wonder Twins. We got
Well, I had better picks, but the competition is so freaking weak. Why waste them?
Primeval's awesome.
Hamburglar's awesome.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, my pick does not. My
Mouth
pick
fart.
that I trolled Phil with does not live up to your expectations.
I don't even
apologize.
care about that
But
guy.
I'm the
though.
villain
He's
that's Dylan.
dealing.
So, I got to constantly just, be the bad guy.
You are the hashtag heel of the show.
Mhm.
Well, I'm oozing my cheesemo, too.
All right.
Whatever.
Say hello to the bad guy.
I did, but he was too drunk to understand me.
Oh,
That's what I hear these days. I'm just saying.
rampant speculation.
Just saying.
We don't want to get
All
sued.
right. Well, you guys pick who wins.
Yeah, you got to pick. We're done arguing.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to argue. So,
Yeah, we got the Wonder Twins that we don't know the names of.
well,
Oh, I got a next topic. Come on.
Okay, we got the Hamburglar and we got Primeval. So
and the Wonder Twins.
yes.
All right.
So
You guys got to pick who wins. I'm not going to sit here and keep debating these guys.
that's true
It's
because
pointless.
Primeval would totally win.
Oh my gosh. Feels opposite day.
Oh man. So
Right.
What we got next? What
Yeah.
Here we go. Since there is not really an under the radar pick of the week this week, we decided we'd go with whole series. I don't know if series is.
That must be a New Jersey accent.
Nice.
I'm not from New Jersey.
Yankee accent.
Yes, well, there is that.
Or damn Yankee accent. Whatever you call yourself.
Yes.
I call him Pump.
Anyway, since there's no under the radar this week, we're going with series that were overlooked as a whole.
Like what?
Yes.
Like live action cartoon or what?
Yeah, I can think of a pretty funny, good live action one off the top of my head. So if you want to go live action, go for it.
He's got several, but the one I know he's leaning on's got about the best intro ever. That
yeah.
being Capital P.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good one.
All right.
I don't know if y'all remember the show called The Bots Master, but it's a pretty freaking cool show with robots.
And they rap.
They do
At
rap.
the beginning. The intro is them rapping.
Oh yeah,
You'll never believe this, but they actually transform into another big robot.
they do.
Wonder where they
And-
got that from.
GoBots.
No, Transform.
GoBots was before Transformers.
Oh, whoa.
Which is my pick.
Oh.
GoBots.
Okay. Well,
Go Scooter. Go Puzzler. Go Scooter. Go Puzzler.
huh?
So he only gets the one.
I
Yeah,
hate
he's done.
Chad just took over my pick and
I see that.
explain
I
the
got
rest
your
of
back.
it for me.
I
Since
see
you
it.
know
Why
all
don't you go ahead
about
and
it.
Sorry.
Knows all about it.
Sorry.
Well, I remember the catch line of the day when all that show was, "It's laser time, boys!" And they put their 3D glasses on, and the show's in 3D.
What about the guy I saw? He had 3D glasses, but one lens was orange
One-
and the other one was like purple.
Yeah, but back then in 1993, they didn't have all this stereoscopic 3D. It's just blue and the green. So
In
that's
fact, I
how
think
they
that all
rolled.
those characters had different colored 3D
Yeah, they did.
lenses.
They did.
So that they see different
But
3D?
yeah, they did.
Different 3D?
Like they all had like different looking 3D?
It was that kind of 3D where the screens move real fast. It's like the clear 3D. Like
Oh.
what was that?
Like
series
UV
on?
glasses.
It's not really, but it's,
Like UV blocks the glare.
no. Well,
That kind of 3D.
I have no idea what's going on right now, and I think I'm just getting
Chad don't
messed
either.
with.
That's just Chad's the doc's mouth just making the comment.
3D glasses
man.
with UV block.
Yeah, and I sat through that whole conversation just like, well, maybe they'll start making sense at some point, but I don't really know 3D, so I'll just let him go.
I don't. He's gonna make it sound good.
I
regardless.
apologize, people. I'm sorry.
But what I was getting at when I said laser time boys, the boys mean something.
Wait,
Before
is that-
Doctor interrupted. I
Does the
mean,
boys have a Z?
Let's hear about the
it's
boys.
the brain-operated young zygotopic zoids.
Wow.
That was what the robots were called.
That's a
so
mouthful.
It wasn't
Ooh.
just ebonics; it meant something.
Oh.
You know.
All right,
so.
like Chud.
Pardon me?
Just like Chud.
only
I
three
thought we
people.
were PG.
Only 3 people understand what we're talking about. But yeah, just like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, well,
The
that's good because
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Dwellers.
The movie, Chud.
Chud.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, it's
Would
a real
they be
movie.
Chuds?
With a Z?
With a Z?
Possibly.
All right.
If I was watching, it definitely would
But
be.
I had the 3D glasses, and I watched it in 3D.
So that is your one pick.
Yeah, it's 40 episodes worth of a pick. That's all it
Really?
made. That was all it had.
40
season.
episodes, that's like...
Well,
that's
back then,
one
that
season?
was one season of cartoons.
That's
Cartoons
true.
were about 40 episodes back in the 90s.
Absolutely.
I actually didn't know that.
The Extreme Ghostbusters was, 43 episodes.
I was thinking they're like 15 to 20.
Not back, no.
Man.
24-minute episodes, buddy. There was.
Well, there
I'm
you go.
surprised that, they're not like that still. Like, I'm still waiting for the new season of Avengers, and now I've heard that they're going to, like, totally write that off. They're going to do something different.
The
Even
new
though
season of Avengers?
After this
on
one, that's
Disney
it.
XD?
Yeah.
It's
After
already
that,
playing.
I know, but after that, that's it. They're not going to
that's
do another one.
poopy.
Even
I
though it's
love that
hugely
show.
successful.
That's a poopy.
Making tons of money. Selling
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah.
Ugh, not those toys. Don't do the 3 3/4 inch figures just to save money, Marvel, Toy Biz.
Yeah, and don't just stick Avengers, a symbol, on top of it.
3 weeks
just
in
to
a
get
row.
people to buy Ant-Man.
If they had a Simon
Or
Williams, I'd buy
Wonder, or Wonder Man.
Yeah, if they had a Wonder Man. I will apologize for Wonder. I'm a Wonder Man apologist.
Okay, well, no, I actually already...
Every
serious.
time you say that, I think of Kyle Gass from Tenacious D, because he was Wonder Boy, and that's what I think of.
Well, I'm for real. GoBots is my pick.
GoBots.
That's my
That-
overlooked
that is
cartoon
your-
because Transformers totally ripped it off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that's-
can see
Argue
that.
it. Argue it, people.
I think we're actually all agreeing with you.
I
which
think
is a
GoBots
first, you know?
is not even a blip on many people's radars.
No, it's really not.
So
And-
obscure.
It is a
Because
must-see
I
that
have
you
not
won't
seen.
see.
Well, that's true.
Won't see. Nah.
That's true.
Yeah, in past tense.
Yeah.
That works for me.
That's true.
Ah,
So
But
you just-
people who have seen GoBots, which ones of you have not fantasized about Transformers versus GoBots?
Oh,
And
stop
if
it.
you're like me, you had toys for both because you could pick up the GoBots toys in the clearance aisles everywhere.
for like $2.
So you buy millions of them, and then you finally found a reason to make Optimus Prime and Megatron just abandon all their differences and form an alliance to get rid of the ultimate evil, the GoBots and Scooter.
I thought you were going to say Hardcore Holly.
But the Go.
I would have picked Sid Vicious.
See, the problem with that is the GoBots toys were so much shorter.
And plasticky.
Well, no, there
like-
was some metal pieces.
We had some lead painted Optimus Primes that are as big as your thigh.
That's true. But anyway, the GoBots were so small that they didn't really stack up against the Transformers. I mean,
You didn't have Puzzler, did you? Because he was like 6 cars. Remember the one in the middle made it look like he was really endowed?
Well, yeah, there was that.
The white car,
Yeah.
too.
See?
I know about that.
Yeah, you stacked the Puzzler up, and he was pretty intimidating, kind of like the blue guy was in Watchmen.
Oh.
Apparently, we have recurring topics on
He
the
just
show
can't get
now.
the Watchmen off his mind. He just
All right. Well,
Jealous.
he can't help it.
I have a laundry list of shows that I feel are overlooked, but I'm not going to do that since my colleagues here have only chose one. I will follow suit, and I will choose the Bionic 6.
I don't even know what that is.
That sounds
That's
good.
my point.
That's how overlooked it is.
It is 2 parents, 3 children,
It's 5.
4 children. Yes, it
That's-
was. No, there's 6. Okay, there's 4 children.
Wow.
That's right. There's the one I forget about.
Yeah.
I want to fact check this one.
Stop it. I know my cartoons.
Name those characters.
The mother was Mother 1. The
Father was Father 2.
No, he was not Father
The
2.
kid
He
was Kid 3.
Something. There was a baseball kid. I forget
Oh,
his name.
that's his name, huh?
There was
Baseball's
a
the best.
Karate 1, Sport 1.
Yeah. This sounds really
Whatever.
right.
Anyway, and they had a gorilla too. So
you
there's
remember
that.
when you did the Wonder Twins and you're like, name them?
Yeah.
And I just did that to you?
Yeah. Well, I at least got 3 out of the 6.
Touche. You have 6 more chances. I got half of mine.
Did you?
Jan,
Did you
am I
really?
right?
Is
Was
it Jan or is it Jana?
Is it?
Oh, gosh.
Because there's kind of a difference. Because I could start calling you Chud and be like,
Stick
let's
to
close
the-
to Chad.
Stick to the topic.
All right, Bionic 6.
Bionic
Ridiculous.
6. What about a Bionic 6?
They're pretty amazing. They had one of the best opening theme
I don't know,
songs ever.
I doubt
We
that.
should play both entries and see which one's better and have people vote on it. You know,
I
because
agree.
That
Let's hear it.
Bastard
Give me a
theme
taste
song
of it.
is
What does it
really
sound
good.
No,
like?
I'm not singing.
No, come on, lip sing it
Never.
with your vocal cords.
Come on, let's hear it.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Fine.
Sorry.
Fine.
All right.
Well, that's why nobody's heard of the Bionic 6, because its fans aren't proud enough to
Bionic 6. Woo! There you go. It's like
That's all we need. I'm sold. I want to see it. Y'all missed the fist pumping from Pumps was awesome.
All right.
And that's a wrap.
That's done.
Oh, no, we're not.
Good show tonight.
No, there's
Anybody heard that knows it's time to go.
Okay.
Go watch it.
That was my cartoon.
Before I
series.
forget, happy belated birthday to Hillary.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
What? Now, see, last week when I gave a birthday shout
What's happening? This helmet
to my cousin Hillary, you said, "Would you stop it?"
Because that was like your 9th shout out. But I heard Hillary is a big fan.
She is a pretty big fan of Dr.Chizzaro. Yeah.
Can't blame you.
Oh,
I
God.
Hostess.
Hey,
with the mostest.
Somebody get Chad down. He's flying away. His ego's blowing.
Yeah, he did
seriously,
just say
Hillary,
hostess also.
I have a one-of-a-kind autographed picture of the Helmet of Power.
Oh.
And it's coming to you.
All right.
If I don't lose it on the trip home.
Well, you know it's in his hands now, so
He's got it.
you can blame Pumps.
Oh, he's ripped it in half.
Oh.
Happy 25th. Or 6th.
No, you never tell a woman's age on
19th.
the public.
Well, that's just weird.
It is weird. Yeah, you're going, okay.
All
so
right.
on that note, since
All right.
we did Overlooked Toys, or not Overlooked Toys, I'm spoiling the bit here.
Wait. Stop.
Whoa! Chad throws the hat
This
down.
is a show I wish was overlooked.
Oh, man.
But it wasn't. And it wasn't a cartoon. But it could have been, and it probably should have been, Power Rangers. God, I wish it never would have
I
happened.
love the Power
Really?
Rangers. I love
Power
the Power
Rangers
Rangers.
are terrible. They stunk up the place so bad. They just want to be everything.
You watched season 1? Season 1 was awesome. Come on, dude. Really? You didn't watch it?
No,
I
'cause
will
was
have to admit-
22 by the time season
No,
1
you
came
were
out.
not. You were a year older than me, and I was in like 7th grade.
You're never
so don't
supposed
give
to
me
say
that.
our age.
I didn't.
I almost gave it away.
I didn't.
It's a secret.
Do
It's
the math.
Top secret.
All right. Well, Power
Anyway.
Rangers is terrible. Just like the shout out, I hate them.
Well, Power Rangers
They're still
actually,
on.
they're making a DVD box set of the original
Oh, great.
Power Rangers. So there's
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure the lines will be huge.
You never know. Those people.
Yeah,
who
I
grew up
do
with-
know.
Whoa! Let's stop it.
Oh, okay. We're gonna move on now.
Yeah, we're
All
moving
right.
on.
That's just the button I'm pressing now.
That's
you
true.
know.
That's true.
That's
Okay,
nice.
so we did overlooked
Button.
cartoons.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's probably loud.
that was probably that. Which leads us into what is the best? That's not even on. The best toys or collectibles ever
Ever.
Ever.
in the history of ever.
What? I didn't know it was ever.
Okay, then what's your
I mean, they
favorite?
probably didn't have toys back in
Well,
the
I mean,
caveman
obviously,
days, you know.
G.I. Joe was, we all agree, right? It's not
No,
even arguable.
I hate G.I. Joe.
Well,
Shut your face.
I do.
You
I
don't
wasn't a
mean it.
G.I.
You
Joe.
don't mean it.
I was a Ninja Turtles kid.
It's just me and you.
I'm sorry. I was not a G.I. Joe.
Capital P's not in this.
well, for those of you who don't know me, I am a huge Transformers fan. Have Transformers tattoos.
He does.
Multiple, not just one. Anyway,
On his lower back.
yeah, the tramp stamp. I'm all over it.
The
Anyway.
trans
He's got Megatron.
Yeah,
This is
as a
gun.
pistol tucked into my crack. Anyway,
Ew.
Ooh,
But-
sorry, PG and PC.
Well,
Yeah.
let's get moving to PG-13, baby.
that's right. Just
All
like
right.
TNA. Anyway, yes. So, even as a huge diehard Transformers fan, I will say that G.I. Joe had the better accessories,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because
More play sets.
Yeah, the play sets. I mean, I think that was just
Plus the little idea where you could like collect the points once you bought a G.I. Joe toy. You remember you could cut out the back?
well. You
and
could do that
collect
with
the points?
Transformers too.
Could you?
Yeah,
I had
they-
Transformers, but my
they
family was
had,
too poor to afford $30 lead painted
Well,
action figures.
See, I used the bucket of Army Men, the little green guys.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah,
played
those
with.
are fun.
Those are good.
I blew them up.
Those were
Yeah.
disposable.
Yeah, you got a bucket full
But
of them.
G.I. Joes, you could like
Man,
bury 'em?
Yeah.
I would have fights. and,
After
like,
I was
some them
sort of
would-
over my G.I. Joe thing, I used them in the WWF at the time wrestling ring. Had
the
a
F
whole
outta here.
federation. It was great.
Oh, you remember the big, huge WWF wrestling? The rubber
The
ones?
LJN ones.
They were
right?
like 12 inches plus, weren't they?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
You could like throw. Oh my god.
NC-17.
You could like throw one of those at your kid brother. I don't have one.
I'm
but
an only child.
I
yeah.
would have, and it
Yeah.
would have literally. You'd have been the only child after
Yeah,
that.
probably.
Yeah.
Right. I'm with you though. Transformers was my favorite, but G.I. Joe's was.
Transformers was my favorite. G.I. Joe, I think, had more to offer.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. Most
Yeah.
popular, probably. I mean, there's just more.
Yeah.
But Transformers was my favorite too. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Starscream. And then you had the Constructicons. You could buy all 5 of them, build
Yeah,
Devastator.
or they would do
and-
the holiday gift packs.
Buy it all together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good deal. And you had, oh man, what was the big guy that turned into the space shuttle and had the tracks.
Omega
around.
Supreme.
Yeah. Oh man.
Got him at the house.
Really?
Of course I.
Really?
talking to?
It's talking to Pops here. Come on, he knows.
What does something like that go for?
I can't say. My wife might hear me.
$4.99.
Yes.
Box.
Yes, indeed.
And
CIB.
Those were a pimp though.
Yeah.
And the movie was good.
Oh, you better be talking about 87.
Duh.
All right.
Is there another one?
All right. No.
Well, there's not one till next year.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do like a. Oh, go ahead.
Did you go? You
No,
just said Ninja Turtles?
I play with Ninja Turtles, and
No, Ninja Turtles are
I had
good, too.
a Stretch Armstrong. Y'all remember that thing?
That was like collectible toy.
Yeah, I'm just talking about toys. Y'all play with those when I was little. I mean, I've got.
Not as little as you think.
Yeah.
Just ask my wife.
Oh,
Oh,
what's happened to the show, man? It's not
Goodness
9 o'clock
gracious,
yet.
What?
Look at our
I
superstar.
play with my toys. Like now, like when I'm home alone and I know nobody's gonna see me, I'll bust out my toys and I'll have
Oh
fights.
my gosh.
Oh,
In other news, it's hot out there.
It's kind of going dirty.
blazing hazing.
Yeah, man.
I almost fell. My chair, as my
man.
chair
All right,
breaks.
well, I would like to go a little bit. I know everybody remembers this. Pumps here tried to downplay it like it wasn't big.
What's that?
But Garbage Pail Kids
Oh God.
were super.
I didn't
awesome.
say it wasn't big. I'm saying I was like 5.
They're like
So it didn't
baseball
really hit me
cards.
that.
So I was like 6.
More like
And so
more like 17.
Oh my goodness.
JK.
Whatever.
Anyway.
And this is also where I'd like to give another shout out to Mugged Marcus, Patty Putty, Acne Amy, and Greasy Greg.
Oh, Greasy Greg.
Some of my favorite Garbage Pail Kids.
Cool.
Shout out to you non-existents.
Shout out to My Pet Monster.
Oh, man.
Ah,
Yeah.
I do remember
He was
that.
awesome with the cuffs. And he had the TV show.
yeah,
He had
unfortunately.
the short little
I wanna-
TV show.
Well,
Give out a shout out to my crash test dummy. I remember those. You
Oh,
throw them and they
man.
exploded.
you
Yeah.
can't forget about these toys though. He-Man had a ton of toys.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet play sets, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Castle of Grayskull.
Mhm.
Come on.
Yeah.
Skeletor. Later on, you had She-Ra.
Well,
I
the
mean,
girls had She-Ra.
I tried to
You
forget.
check. Dr.Chizzaro had She-Ra.
Although if
I'm
there
not ashamed
was
of that.
if
He's
there was
not.
no She-Ra, you would not have Hordak, which Hordak was bad A.
And Many Faces was pimp too.
Many Faces was pretty good.
But do you remember the He-Man movie that was like TV movie?
The Dolph Lundgren movie.
No, not the live action one. They actually had like
He-Man and She-Ra
Yeah,
Save
and remember,
Christmas.
and She-Ra pretty much saved He-Man.
Yeah.
That wasn't-
Ticked
why
me
is that?
off beyond belief.
Well, they were brother and sister though.
It doesn't matter. Look at He-Man.
Yeah,
It's
but
He-Man.
You had to do like a girls can do it too.
Oh, that's right.
Like
We're
the My
going
Buddy
through-
that they had the kid's sister. You
Yeah.
know
That was kind of a woman rights phase right during
Yeah.
that
It was
era.
8-ish. I don't know.
Maybe even
Speaking
less
out
than
of my
that.
Yeah.
It was a
That
long
was-
time ago, but no way could She-Ra do something that He-Man couldn't. Just saying.
He-Man could not use a woman's bathroom.
Well, he couldn't
He
reproduce, but
could have if
well, I
he
mean,
wanted
kinda.
to. I mean, but he probably
Yeah, he
wouldn't.
definitely could use a
He's
woman's
like, why not?
He
bathroom.
couldn't use
You
a
wanna
crowded
stop him?
woman's
You
It's
wanna
bathroom.
more
stop
like
him?
She-Ra couldn't use a He-Man bathroom.
She probably could.
Use your imagination on
All
that.
right, well,
Right.
whatever. Also, Mask.
Oh, Mask was amazing.
Yeah,
Love Mask.
they were
I didn't
awesome.
watch.
P.S.
I didn't watch any of these.
If no one knows, for a while, Mask had only been released on DVD in Australia. But for those of you that don't know, it is out in the U.S. You'll have to do a quick search.
and we're not
it's
talking
on-
about the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah, no, or the one with Cher.
And you definitely can't just go to YouTube and watch them.
Stop that. Now listen, this is going to be a later topic I hope we get to on a different show. But you will never take away my physical media.
Never.
Ever.
I'm down for that.
Ever. Sorry.
I hope you're right. That is a good topic,
So-
but that would take more than a 6-minute show.
It
Yeah,
would.
maybe it'd be a
So,
That
At
might be
any
a
rate.
10-minute show.
or
That's true.
15.
Plus, you had Thundercats. Totally
Thundercats was
awesome.
cool. The figures, though, the drawback to Thundercats were the figures were not very posable, not articulate at all. Like, at all.
What toys do you think would have been bigger when they
Like
came out?
size-wise
When they had,
or
no, like when they had
selling-wise?
like a successful cartoon, and then because they're doing the cartoon just to launch 24 action figures or play sets. How many bombed, or just stunk the joint up?
Well, I mean, there's shows like Exo Squad that was a Robotech clone, but it was... Cops was great!
And it was on one season.
Yeah, it was.
And it was incredible. The
Tech-
figures were awesome too.
Technically, it was 2. It was, but
Look,
it was
we're not being
another.
specific.
Well, you said it. You can't say it's only one season if it was 2.
The Pumps is the smart one. He
I'm
knows.
not the smart. I have the DVDs, so I kind of
Well,
know.
I got YouTube.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, Bravestarr is another one.
I was gonna say Ghostbusters.
I love that.
That was my biggest pick of Ghostbusters.
You just want to hate.
Haters gonna hate.
I don't
Chad's
know any
gonna
of
Chad.
all these toys y'all are talking about. I'm just sitting back chilling. And the one thing I love, you gotta destroy.
No,
I'm actually trying to let y'all talk about it, and you bring it back up again.
I am the villain of Dylan.
There you go.
Dylan.
I don't have a problem with the real, finger quotes, Ghostbusters.
I'm totally kidding. Obviously, Ghostbusters successful because Phil has every one of them.
That's true.
I've seen them in person.
They're
is true.
sweet, man.
That is true.
How would you know they're in the packages still? You don't play with them.
They're collectibles.
Is that steel or steel?
Still.
Steel. Okay.
They're still, yeah.
All right. But how do you know they're great figures if they're just collectibles?
You can just look at them. That's why. Just look at it.
And where do you find most of those?
MattyCollector.com. Anything from that website.
They have
and
great-
they even have your freaking He-Man still.
They have
Well, I'll
You
tell you
wanna
one
get
thing
'em.
they don't have.
What, your freaking watch?
That's right.
Oh,
they don't
God.
have a Voltron watch.
Oh.
Yeah, great website. They got everything except for what I want most ever.
You're never going to get it. Just ask your helmet to make you one. Your helmet's so freaking powerful. Why don't you just do
I don't
that?
like abusing its powers. God.
Oh.
Man, could y'all be any more jealous?
You brought it up the
Of the
Ghostbusters, man.
Helmet of power.
I take it personal. Dang it.
I know, that's exactly
I
what
just
I
like
brought
getting
it
you
up.
fired up. I never,
I
full
was just
disclosure, I never
chilling.
really
I was
saw
just
the
here
Ghostbusters.
chilling.
You weren't even
I
talking.
wasn't even talking.
Yeah.
Well, we need
Some
to
people
get
be
you into
happy
the
about
show.
that,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be.
I know.
I wouldn't be. All right. All right.
Well,
We're done with the
we're done with
toys.
toys.
I wish we weren't. I really want to go home right this minute and play with He-Man. Or She-Ra.
I'm
Preferably
going to
She-Ra.
take that out of contest. I'm going to go home and play with He-Man.
Anyway,
All right.
P.S. Did anyone here have Moss Man, the He-Man figure? No, apparently not.
No,
Okay, well,
no.
mine, and it could just have been something at my house, always smelled very distinctly from all the other He-Man figures, and I just
like moss, maybe?
I never really went out and stuck my nose in a pile of moss, but just putting that out there.
What does it smell like?
Like
I don't know.
a mold fungus
Right,
thing.
fungi?
Yeah,
Fungi?
But it
Fungi.
grows north. It grows facing north, and that what they
Yeah.
teach you in the woods.
I don't know.
I tell you, yeah. When
Moss
you're
faces
lost, you
north.
know where the moss is.
All right.
All right, let's get away
Tough
from that.
choices. It's time for tough choices.
Tough choices.
Wise choices.
And this is wrestling themes, correct?
Yes, it is.
What's wrong with you, man? This is best
Inside, everybody. It's all
best
right.
wrestling.
Yes, best
Theme. Yeah, I
wrestling
gotta inform
entrance
that joke
music.
later. I gotta know.
Oh, man.
Best wrestling entrance theme, or your favorite, because I know mine that I find the favorite is...
CM Punk.
No.
The
Right.
Funkasaurus, we
Raven.
know.
Oh, definitely.
Stop it.
Brodus.
Ernest the Cat
Yeah.
Miller. He likes Ernest
Up
the Cat
top.
Miller.
Brodus
You're
fans.
going to be left hanging all
No, I
day.
won't. Woo! Oh.
Contact, baby.
Right.
Woo!
So
I don't
anyway.
think Pump's heard it.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic.
Those are high fives for our listeners.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Well, what's your favorite theme
So,
song?
who
Let's
wants to
hear it.
start?
Why don't you start? You brought it up. Let's hear it.
Yeah, you
Well,
started it. You
I
led
would
it.
say
But-
in the 80s, Real American was probably the best.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe Ultimate Warrior.
Well, yeah. I would say in the sort of...
Definitely Hogan.
yeah.
Oh, Hogan is, you can't, no deny him.
From when you get more towards the Attitude Era, and I know this is not going to be anyone else's pick, but my favorite was the Billy and
Billy
Chuck.
Oh.
The You Look So Good to Me. I don't know why, and I don't care. I love that
You're going to
song.
listen to that song and read the new DC comic, aren't you?
Pretty much.
Trust me, you are alone on that.
I know, and I'm okay with that.
So that's your favorite, not best, but that is definitely your favorite.
That is my favorite, yes. And I don't know why.
You listen to it in your car when you drive around?
You know, I did when I had it on my other phone, but I haven't switched it over yet. But yeah, you know, it's a good... I had it as a ringtone,
Oh,
actually.
there you go.
It was great. But I like Zack Ryder's theme, the O radio. I like that.
When I think of theme, I think music and entrance
The whole shebang.
You
the
think
fireworks,
of the
the
presentation.
Titantron,
Okay.
everything. That's what I'm thinking of. And other than Hogan, Ric Flair's.
Ric Flair!
Well, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Easily.
It's true.
Although Chris Jericho's new entrance this year
Light
with
blue
the
jacket.
light
With the jacket?
jacket was
That's a
Yeah.
really
sweet
cool.
jacket.
I mean,
sweet
that was
jacket.
pretty cool. But if we're going to go to my favorites, other than the Ultimate Warrior, probably second or third on most people's list would be Hardcore Hollies.
Oh.
And then maybe Sid Vicious.
All right.
With a special shout out to Bastion Booger.
Bastion Booger, huh?
Oh man.
Yeah.
He wore the silver.
Yeah. But going to
Yeah.
the Attitude Era and that stuff, Austin's was awesome. The glass
Yeah.
broke on the big Titantron. The music was pimp.
I mean, that was, yeah.
You knew what was up. Fans loved him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
DDP's WCW music I
Self
enjoyed.
High Five.
Yeah, I know it was just a Nirvana
And
ripoff.
Kimberly.
Straight up ripoff. But,
Yeah.
But overall package with Kimberly and all, yeah. It was,
It was
It
good.
was good.
Oh, of new era.
I,
Who did we pick?
I like CM Punk.
Other than Jericho?
yeah.
I think CM Punk's is good.
One of my favorites was the Wolfpack music, though. But
Oh, yeah?
You know why?
Why's that?
Because I was actually sitting in the Municipal Auditorium in Thunder when they first played it. It was here in Tennessee. Believe it or not.
Fact
So
check.
we got the first Wolfpack theme song ever.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Was MC Ran up in this mother?
Oh, make some noise! That's what he said.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Try to keep you off guard there, but I know about it.
I know you do.
Brodus Clays is pretty. I know you're hating.
Come
But
on,
Brodus Clays is.
I
not.
know. He's not hating because he came in. Punk's walked in the store singing it. So
'Cause
something's
you-
happening.
Did you?
But
Did you come into
I heard it
this
started.
locale ready to shoot
I-
this podcast singing
I did.
Brodus Clays
I
music?
heard it.
I did. I don't
Not
enjoy
Ernest the
it.
Cat Miller's music,
No.
but Brodus Clay's music. Yeah, Ernest the Cat, if it's your music, why don't you come take it?
What's a challenge?
Yeah,
He's gonna kick Brodus Clay in the face.
never happened.
No, you ain't gonna
Never
stop the
happened.
fucking
The
sword.
cat is too quick.
Never happened.
Cat is too quick.
Is Ryback's anybody's favorite?
Who?
Injured. Bill Goldberg.
Oh yeah, I like the when
You know, remember
when he
it-
breathes the smoke in from the spark.
Yeah, and then it's like come
Goes-
beat on his door
Yeah,
in the back room because he
and then-
didn't know it was time to wrestle,
right.
and he didn't hear his music playing, so he had to like beat on his
He
door.
always came in with his
Yeah,
and
it's
he
kinda
had the
like-
blood dripping from his forehead when he hit the locker. You remember that?
Yeah, you're right. And he'd breathe all the smoke through his
Yeah.
nose, so it looked like some kind of.
Didn't Goldberg lose his streak to a cattle prod? Didn't that happen? I
Well,
Well,
remember.
really, he
A
lost
tape
his
up-
streak to Chris
a duct tape
Jericho.
up cattle prod actually.
Really, he lost his streak to Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Ralphus.
Yeah, if we're gonna be
Ralphus was there.
playing Pacifics
Fuck that baby.
or Pacifics, anything you got.
Right.
Well,
Yeah. What?
You didn't have any entrance?
I said the Wolfpack music.
Well,
who else you got?
there was more than one era.
Well, I like
Who's
the-
your fave?
I was a WCW guy, so I like the original.
too.
Original NWO music was good.
Absolutely.
I like Dean Malenko's music back in the day.
Ooh.
It had a nice
That's
little
under the
beat.
radar. I like
It
that.
is under the
Yeah.
radar.
So I mean,
P.S. How is Dean Malenko not in the Hall of Fame?
I totally
'cause
agree.
I don't. He's not, I don't know.
Isn't he a road agent or something?
He's
he's
a trainer. I
Yeah.
think he trains.
He never was big in the WWE ever, not even remotely.
He was
close.
part of the revolution.
He came in with Perry Saturn and Eddie Guerrero. Come on.
Yeah, and
The
Billy Kidman.
franchise Shane Douglas.
that's you like that guy?
I love the franchise.
He's coming back. He is
Aw.
the revolution. I'm just making
Oh,
it
that
98%.
would-
I'm just starting it.
That would
Just
have been good
started.
right there. That's how rumors get
Did you
going.
did you hear the rumor that they are in talks with the Psycho one though?
No. Psycho, huh?
The
Sid?
Really?
Vicious? That is a lie.
I've heard.
That rumor
it's-
comes up every 3 months. I've read it. It's not
Well,
real.
you
His
know-
son, however, is training.
the rumor that I
And his
heard
son is enormous also.
the rumor that I heard I actually saw on Twitter is that someone snapped a pic of him and his son in the Hartford airport. So they're in pretty
So they took a picture of them together, and that means he's coming back.
well they were in the one airport closest to Titan Tower.
Well, I guess that never happens.
Actually, it didn't ever happen because I'm just kidding with you.
I never failed for it.
I did.
never failed.
Yeah, you
I
did.
never believed it.
A little bit.
Dude, he started bouncing around and
He
stuff.
was like, "This is gonna be good."
That is a lie. You could never confuse the villainous Dylan with that pathetic lie.
I kind of just did.
I know about Sid Vicious and Sid Justice. I know what's up.
I will say I was pretty excited when he came to ECW.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah,
With
you will.
Judge Jeff Jones.
Because we all know
Yes.
you're half the man that I am.
That's true.
And I have half the brain that you do.
Is that Dr. Chizzaro talking?
You'd
or
be
is that-
pretty lucky
is that,
if you had
is
half the
that
brain that I
Sid
do.
talking?
That's a little bit of
A
both.
little bit of both.
Kind of see myself in Sid.
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of see Arn Anderson in you.
Me?
Double A.
You want me getting stabbed a couple of times?
With safety scissors.
No.
Yep. Well,
All right,
I'm done talking to you guys.
Yep. Done
Mainly
listening
you,
to
pumps.
That's
I'm done.
Finished.
the hashtag heel over here. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, as usual, Pumps in the middle.
You know it.
Cat pee on whatever side you want.
And where you at again, Pumps?
I'm always in the middle. I'm also on Twitter at JPukas, JPUKAS.
All right.
So there's that.
I'm a game trader where I live.
Every day.
So, thank you.
Woo!
Good night.